Heck fans, what's good? Yo, y'all been hitting me up a lot. I got y'all. Y'all stay tuned, man. I'm gonna try to get a couple guys on the signing day show I got next week, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm trying, y'all. But let's talk about Jaedyn Terry. Great news for Yellow Jackets and Yellow Jackets fans, okay? He shut down his recruitment about 1:28 today. All right, now I just got back. I was from gym, but I wanted to react to this. So this is good news. Four-star prospect, blue chipper. Remember, Georgia Tech only has two blue chippers of this cycle, right? Jaedyn Terry and they have Travis Stevenson. That's about it. Now they're pushing for some guys. We'll see if they're able to land them, right? Christian Speakman, they're pushing for him. They're pushing for Jordan Carter, who everybody knows about. They're pushing for quite a few prospects, and really it's on the defensive side of the ball. And it makes sense, right? They're trying to shore up some things, and they're trying to get some day one starters. Now, next year is pretty interesting because a lot of guys are leaving, right? You're going to bring back a Zach Toby, but no Rodney Shelley next year, right? No Amari Harvey next year, right? So you're going to need corners to step up, whether that's Dalen Pinson. We'll see what happens with him and everything like that. If he's, some guys don't be willing to stick it out. Not saying he won't. You just never know with the transfer portal and everything like that. So you have him. You have Elgin Sessions, right? Travis Stevenson's also a cornerback. And then you have this kid right here who I think is very special, Jaedyn Terry, who can come in and probably play early. So it's going to be interesting to see who fills those voids for those next corner spots. And then they also have coming back, likely, unless anybody hits the portal, but Daquan White. I think he's going to continue to grow and get better. You got Kelvin Hill, who's obviously a name, John Mitchell, and obviously the crew. So that'll be kind of some of the guys that'll be coming into the roster, competing and battling. But obviously, like I said, great sign for Georgia Tech with Jaedyn Terry shutting it down because you don't need that on your line. And if you're a Tech fan, you don't need guys, okay, he's decommitted from Tech and going to this school, right? If anything, you want to bring more guys in, right? So it's going to be really intriguing to see. Because remember, y'all, the ones that come in early, remember, they contribute to the spring roster, right? So a lot of times, the transfer portal is in January. So a coach, whatever he brings in, let's say they bring in the 30-team class, coach will tell some of the guys, veterans, whoever may be on the team, hey, bro, you're going to have to hit that portal. We don't got a spot for you no more. Because remember, like I said, it's free agency. So Tech has to be very, cognizant of that, which I'm sure they are. They always will. But basically, if you didn't perform or don't see, you taking that next level in your development, they'll tell you to hit that portal. That's why it was so important. Last year, they had a winter and a spring. Now it's just a one-term window. So after the end of the season, it'll be that evaluation period. And then those coaches, across with head coach Brent Key, they're going to decide if they're going to keep these guys or move on, right? So they don't have time to waste anymore, right? This is a win-now type of a league. You know what I'm saying? You can't wait until the end of the year. You can't wait for 3-4 years anymore. No, you have to take those steps forward. And with Tech being 9-2 right now, we'll see what happens on Friday against Georgia. This is a team that wants to keep ascending and taking that next step forward. And in order to do that, you got to get ready-made players. Players can come in and contribute early and often. Don't have to necessarily be starters, but you got to be a contributor. And then obviously number 3, you have to be able to help the team, right? As I just said. So very, very, very important. We'll see what happens. But also great news to see Jaedyn Terry shut down his commitment.